Welcome to another episode of Monster Museum News. I'm Toxic Tanya, and this is Killer Kayla, and here's this week's horror highlights. The CW has once again given the green light for the Lost Boys reboot. Some may remember back in July when they dismissed most of the cast and took the script back to the drawing board. Most people assumed that it was the end of the idea. Looks like the CW is giving director Marco Siga another shot.
Laura Dern is excited to return to Jurassic World 3 as her character, Ellie. Laura says she always felt that she was the original feminist badass action character to her fans and that she has grown up alongside them. She can't wait to see where her character ended up in life.
Scream Factory is bringing Hammer's 1964, The Evil of Frankenstein, to Blu Ray. You can expect to see it on May 19th with all the new artwork by Mark Maddox and new extras which have yet to be announced.
Paul Reubens wants to make a Dark Pee-wee reboot. In an interview, he said, quote, "In it, Pee-wee emerges from prison to become an unlikely yodeling star, then moves to Hollywood and becomes a movie star. Then he develops a severe pill and alcohol addiction, and then it turns him into a monster. I refer to it as Valley of the Dolls Pee-wee movie." Reubens said, "Dead serious. It's about fame. He's only asking for a $15 million budget. Netflix took a hard pass. But the Sephardi brothers have taken an interest, and a superfan has offered $10 million of their own money. So let's hope Paul can find the $5 million he needs."
After appearing in Walmart's Super Bowl commercial, the Mars Attacks Martians will now be featured in a new trading card set from Topps, which is currently funding on a Kickstarter. Set to be developed, produced, and published by Sidekick Lab, the campaign goal was $25,000 and was fully funded in just over an hour. The 72-card base set will feature all new story cards and unique chase cards. A little-known fact about Mars Attacks, it was originally developed from trading cards made in 1962 by Topps.
Tom is in Atlanta this week for Days of the Dead. Let's check in and see how he's doing.
Hello, I'm Felix Silla, cousin Ed from the Adams family, Tweaky from Buck Rogers. I'm having a heck of a great time in Atlanta, Georgia, on the Days of the Dead, and I will see you in Las Vegas in March, in the same place we were last year.
Good morning. I'm Warrington, Gillette. I'm about to be transformed into Jason Voorhees by the famous Tom Devlin.
So here we have Warrington Gillette in Jason 2 makeup, similar to what he wore back in, when was that, 1982? Definitely the 80s.
82. 85?
85?
It's all a blur.
Oh, okay. And when you first took that role of Jason, what was, did you know the character? Were you familiar with the movie? You played the first adult Jason character, so were you familiar with Friday the 13th?
Not really. I saw the first one, and Jason he wasn't really existing in the first one, but he did surprise you in the end.
Right.
So, yeah, when you're doing it, we had no idea because Jason had not been on a rampage before.
Did you do much of the stunt work as well as the portraying of Jason?
Yes.
So there was, when Jason comes crashing through the window, that was actually you.
Yeah, and that got an Academy Award as the best scene ever made in horror.
That's awesome.
They did a special tribute to horror, and that won a big award.
What do you think that you found opportunity through life because of Jason?
I just don't know. I think that's a tough question to answer. It's not like I got so many great parts after I did that. I went on with my life. I think what added of interesting, fun dimension to your life was after all the great people came, after I had my moment, then it really become a valuable brand. And then you can really, it does open some doors and create fun and interesting things as a result of what everyone else did, building this into a really preeminent brand that it is today.
How long after you portrayed Jason Voorhees did you realize he was a cultural icon and start doing some of the conventions and meeting the fans?
Well, I forgot about it for years, and then all of a sudden I think it was a big segment on Good Morning America, and they started interviewing, well, where are all the Jasons today? And then there was big articles coming in People magazine. Where are the Jasons today? There was a huge one in National Enquirer, the Globe, and then they lined up all the Jasons. And then I started realizing, wow, this is incredibly dynamic and far-reaching. And they're really talking about this now. It was building up steam by the time it got to, part 7. They were lining them up. Like, who are all these Jasons? And where are they today? What are they doing today?
That's pretty cool.
So they'd shoot me coming out of the New York Stock Exchange with a meat cleaver. Jason's on Wall Street.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, and one last question. Do you enjoy, or what level of enjoyment do you get out of putting the makeup back on?
I enjoy seeing the reaction of other people. Then that makes it fun. And then I see their reaction and their connection to the character. I see, them getting a picture of themselves with the character. And it brings back a lot of memories to them of their childhood and their growing up with this character. So that's what makes it fun, to see the reactions of other people. I'm Warrington, Gillette, and I play Jason, and I want you to get on the ride for Bloody Social, okay? Because that's the inspiration for me to make my own movie. Bloody Social movie.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Tony Todd, aka the Candyman. Make sure if you're in the Vegas area, go check out Tom Devlin's Monster Museum in Las Vegas. It is a place to stop in if you want to be afeared. Peace.
Super cool, Tom.
The Monster Museum wants to wish Warwick Davis, our favorite nasty, devilish little leprechaun, a very happy birthday. Also celebrating a birthday this week is Alice Cooper. Happy birthday from the Monster Museum.
Full Moon's Weedjies Halloween Night was nominated by Film Threat this week in the category WTF. What the fuck is this movie even? I mean, they gave it 4 stars. Anyway, the Weedjies, of course, were created by Tom and the 1313 FX team and now call the Monster Museum home. Love those little guys.
In some sad news to report, Slaughter High director George Dugdale has passed away. A spokesman for his wife took to Facebook to announce the sad news on her behalf. No further details were given.
Universal Orlando is building a whole new theme park, a couple miles south of the current resort called Universal's Epic Universe. It is expected to open with 4 themed lands. One of the themed lands will be based on the Universal classic monsters. The initial plans released looked like it could include Frankenstein's village with Frankenstein's castle and the windmill from the original film's climax. The main attraction is said to be a dark ride featuring all the Universal monsters. Tom's dream.
Right? My dream.
A very special birthday to the father of the modern zombie movie, George Romero. He, of course, created the classic Night of the Living Dead. The star of that movie, Judith O'Dea, who played Barbara in the film, will be signing autographs at the museum on February 15th from 12 to 4.
So you have to come on down.
Oh, yeah. I'm Killer Kayla, and this is Toxic Tanya, and until next week, keep screaming. I'm gonna have to step away for a second.
Warrington, Gillette, Jason, part 2. And tell us about the project that you are currently and have been plugging away at.
Wow, well, this was a project developed. Here's the title: Bloody Social, Nightmare in Palm Beach. And I have to say that it got inspired by the sudden, mysterious death of my own father in real life on Friday the 13th. So that's a bit unusual. I investigated the circumstances surrounding his death, and I said, something's wrong. So I accused his wife at the time of murdering him. This hit the papers, it hit 10 stories in New York Post, National Enquirer, the Globe, that I accused her of murder. Anyway, I parlayed my suspicions into a dramatic thriller. It's set in Palm Beach, and in this town, this is going to be where the blackest hearts and the beautiful blue waters of the Atlantic Ocean and the white sandy beaches are about to run blood red. So my goal now is to bring together some partners that's going to facilitate the production of the movie. We did a successful run on Indiegogo, and some generous fans all threw in money. They got some perks related to that. And now we're going to rally together. The budget is around $3 million, $5 million. My target is, without a doubt, it could gross $100 million. Without a doubt, because of the connection to the true story. And so it's set in Trump's backyard, which is controversial in itself, a dramatic thriller. The conspirators are going to get whacked, and the Black Widow's going to get it in the end, and America is going to rally behind this project, and it's going to be very successful. So I'm reaching out. Partners can join this if they want. They can go to the website, bloodysocialmovie.com, bloodysocialmovie.com. Give me your contact info, and I'll make you part of the team.
Awesome.
That was good.
Okay.